Get ready to groove to the rhythm of excitement as We Be Jammin' Live takes you on a thrilling musical adventure. With a spin of the wheel, our talented musicians spin into action, bringing you an unforgettable experience of music, energy, and entertainment. From classic hits to modern tunes, our talented artists will have you singing along and dancing to the beat. So, sit back, relax, and let the music take you on a wild ride. Do you have what it takes to be one of the 5 to be on the next We Be Jammin' Live?
Just a studio Tanqueray. But you ain't asked who's opening up. But we're headlining is what they say. And now we're here standing face to face, screaming, I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. But you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. Insecure and I hate the bore, you already know it. I'm an undiscovered poet, performer with rockstar motives. Let me tell you something that not many people have ever noticed. But I'm scared of being vulnerable. And I'm scared of commitment, but obviously, yeah, whatever. Who is it? I bet if I called you, you'll be right at my spot in about 5 minutes. And you're going to delete this voicemail, God forbid your man think I'm in it. I'll say this to me when I get up in it, but I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. But you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. Oh, I'm a little drunk right now. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I want you to know I can love myself on my own, but I'm a little drunk right now. So I can't talk to you.
Good morning, good vibes. Look who I found wandering down the dusty trail. Good morning to you, brother. I think you're on mute, my man. Yeah.
Right, the mic thing.
Hey,
Not
hey,
firing off
shout
all
out to rookie
cylinders,
mistakes.
folks.
Shout out to rookie mistakes.
Good morning
man.
to all y'all.
Hey,
How
I
you
did
doing?
it yesterday morning. I talked for about 25 seconds, and then B, I think it was Sister B. She was like, "We can't hear you." I'm like, oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Daggone
Right.
pesky mute button every
Yeah.
time. It'll get you. But it doesn't it every time you turn off
yeah.
or turn on it
I
does
do
it
it almost-
automatically, man.
Yeah, I do it almost every time where I come back and start saying something and no. Anyway.
Yeah, it's really not a mistake until you've went about 2 minutes and you're like, that's a mistake. That's not.
Yeah, that would qualify.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Good morning, everybody. Shout out to you. I see you, Sister B. She was first one in the house. I seen you there. And the first one down here at the bottom, too, depending on when you was looking. Mm-hmm. So shout out to you. I see you surviving together, Miss Mac. Once again, wonderful experience with you the other evening. I appreciate you inviting me over. Shout out to you, Gen X. I see you, brother. Always lighting up the comments with something funny and something cool and just awesome. And Amelia loves Zero. Love having you here. My friend, I thank you for being here. Yeah, thank you very much. Always welcome. Always welcome. You ain't never done nothing, so just know that. So thank you. We appreciate it. Appreciate everybody coming in and good vibes, and that's what it's all about. Hooty hoo. That's right, Jen F. Hooty hoo. He said, hooty hoo. Miss Patty, I see you there. I'm coming through. Hey, John O'Genus, I see you there. I see you. Good morning. There's that. There it is. There it is. I see it. I think I'm at the top. There it is. There's Miss Sister B. I see y'all. Shout out to you guys. So, yeah, Shine. So, while you were gone and sick, glad you were feeling a little better and
Thank you.
Getting rocking and rolling. Shout out to getting better.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, that's why this wall's strategically placed to hold me up. It's like propped against this wall in the V in the chair right here. It's all part of the strategy.
Yeah,
man.
lean in on it, man. Lean in
Oh
on it.
yeah, that's a picture behind me. I don't want to knock that off the wall, but
Yeah.
yeah, an exciting week for both of us in different ways, I suppose.
Oh man, yeah, it's been one of those fun-filled, full. Man, I've been trying to think of the best way to go about trying to ever put it into words, but I guess it would be like, not never really going to purposely pick out a puppy, but knowing that you've picked out the best puppy in the litter and waiting to go do that for years, but not really know exactly when it might happen or when it would happen, and then all of a sudden you can go get that puppy, and it's like that times a million, because you get there and it doesn't matter what any test says, doesn't matter. It's like you look at that person and you see yourself kind of looking back at you in some little way, and you watch them move and you watch them do things and you talk about things, and it's like, I've been here all along. I've been here with you all along. Because I see little things that there's no way that she learned it from me, because she's never seen me ever. So, certain movements, certain little reactions and stuff. It's like I see, and her little smile, and she's tiny, she's like 90 pounds, and like
That's small,
she's tiny, and man, it's just like, oh, what a beautiful for me. I find it as a blessing. I've tried to make it clear to her the same, that, man, you didn't bother me by building this bridge. You did not bother me. This is not a bother. This is a blessing, and you have a lot of people that didn't know that you were here, but they've loved you. They've loved you for your whole life. You just didn't know it, and we didn't know it. But the love has been there waiting on you all this time, and it's just so cool to reach it at a moment. As much as I hate that I missed some of those years, I reached it at a moment in my life where I'm prepared as a man, as a person, as an individual, to provide her that opportunity to have a dad figure that's worthy of being called that. Because my son had to live through a few years that I probably wasn't worthy of that, and I'm regretful of that. I wish I hadn't been that.
Yeah.
But he has had the opportunity to see me step away and also be a lot different, be that different dad too.
Which is a huge value because, I mean, how I grew up, it was, like that stuff was around you all the time. You just thought it was normal. Or it was alcohol where I grew up. But you never seen anybody come out of it. They just stayed in it their whole life. So
yeah.
I go back and forth on that one myself too. It is a brain, I don't know. It's like, was it better for them to see some of it than to see somebody overcome it firsthand because it's everywhere, right? So I can look at it that way too,
Yeah.
But this is different now. You got, you know what I mean? Like,
I think just knowing that she's aware, she knows who I am. She knows. Just knowing that I'll introduce her to more stuff about anything she wants to know. I'll let her know. And we tried. You know how it is, man. You only got a few hours, and it's like, because she has to go to school. So it's like I only picked her up. We went to her Nana Beth's house because, I didn't go to her mom's house to visit. I'm not going in there. That's not what I'm there for.
right.
I'm there to pick up my daughter, and that's what I want. And we went out and we went over her Nana Beth's house, who was kind of how I think she knew anything at all really about me as a person at first. And because she was like, my Nana just told me, she was like, this is your dad, and if you get a hold of him, he's going to want you to get a hold. He's going to, like, go find this man. You know what I mean? So I really wanted to go see her and thank her and let her know, because I just wanted her to know that did not go unnoticed by me.
No, and
you just
luckily,
paid back. You just paid back any favor that you ever thought maybe I ever did that was maybe what you considered above and beyond. You just paid that back in full, and you don't owe. You never did owe me anything. But if you ever thought you did, you just paid any debt that you ever thought you might have ever owed me back ever. Because,
well, luckily she had someone to give her that extra shove. You know what I mean? To say like, no, this is not because I have experienced that a few times with different friends of my own that have, reached out and tried to find their real parents, or they were adopted, whatever you want to go with there. And it wasn't like the way that she was received by you, which is like such a good ending start to the story, I should say.
Oh man, I told her mom, because the only time that I spoke to her mom was the other night when I was on the phone with Chloe. Her mom got on the phone as I was speaking to her and said hi and everything. And I asked her how she was, how she was and everything, just whatever. And I told her though, I said, look, I thank you, because Chloe had already told me. She said, my mom told me that you were wonderful, and that that things just happened. We were, that there was, we were still like, we weren't enemies or nothing. Like, it wasn't like that. We just decided that we were poisonous for each other. It wasn't, it was like, this ain't a good relationship because of me and you, not because of one or the other.
It's a lot of fun, but
it's a lot of fun. But somebody gonna die if not both, or other people, and it's like, or we're gonna wind up back in prison for years and everything, Bonnie and Clyde kind of stuff. So it's like, nah, man. And she was a beautiful young lady, which made it a little bit more daring on my end. You know what I mean? So it was just not good.
Another level,
yeah, man. So, but that's the thing is, like, I told Chloe, I said, I want you to understand, that when me and your mom broke up, now I didn't break up from the family, but just understand, I didn't keep up with everybody. I didn't call your mom.
Yeah.
When we broke up, we broke up. That was it. We broke up. She's going doing her own thing. I got married, moved on, done my own thing. So I had no reason to know about you, or I mean, even though I went to Dave and Beth's house and said hi to them every so often, I never seen that kid, and I never had no reason to ask anything about Christy's kids. I ain't my dad. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have no reason to ask about all that.
I mean, unless somebody says, hey, you're the dad. I mean...
Right. Well, I mean, if somebody said that changed ball game a little bit.
Where's the back door?
I mean? Nobody said anything about that. So it's like, come on, man. So, but man, you talk about one of those like curveballs that come at me this week, dude. It was so odd. It was like, hey, I'm gonna save this little. hey! I believe the only reason why that I didn't wind up eating this is because it's not firm enough to like
shove it all the way down your throat.
I'm like,
Babe,
what did
I
I
have
do?
good
I'm
news and I
thinking-
have bad news.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, I could understand if she was like, yeah, your daughter that's 5 wants you to call her. But, man, my daughter that's 16 going on 17, like, this happened before I ever knew who you were, Courtney. Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't even know about this one.
Looks like someone's got some explaining to do.
Yeah, like, dang, man. But
man.
it was just one of those odd weeks. I love it though because
Yeah.
it's one of those times where, because I'll be honest, man, if it's also one of the. It was a little stressful. I ain't gonna lie.
You
It was a
think?
little stressful, man.
just
I was
just
like,
a smidge.
whew, I was about to bust that first evening. That first evening, I got off the phone with that young lady because I talked to her and she sent me a couple pictures and we were both just it was awesome. But man, I guess just emotionally, I done wore myself to a point where I just needed time to think. Like I needed to just gather my thoughts up. So I told her, I said, look, we don't have to be in a big hurry. We've got a lot more time, and you've got to go to school. Let's get off here, and tomorrow, as soon as you get home, as soon as you get home, then you call me, and we're going to dedicate the afternoon to you and me talking, and we'll just talk. And that's what we did. And then I told her, so now Thursday, we already knew, like, now Thursday, I'm coming to get you. And I think in her own little heart that she was like praying, like, please let him show up. Please let him be here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I
Yep.
swear to you, Sean, with everything I love, and you've known me for a little while now, and I'm going to tell you right now, if I'd have had to walk,
You've been there.
I'd have been there waiting on that young lady to call me and go get her. I told her I was going to be there because, man, that was so important to me yesterday. I went out and I got her a little necklace.
Mm-hmm.
I went out to a jewelry store because I've never got her anything in her whole life. So I went out there and I got her a necklace from me. And my mom and my sister sent her a little card and stuff and phone numbers to, so that she would know she could call, that they welcome her. And, it's just been a beautiful moment in my life because I didn't realize I needed this, but I needed it. I needed it so bad. It sparked that, because I've got a boy. And it's a different kind of parenting feeling. I can already tell. Like my best friend been making fun for it. Like, dude, you don't know. Yo, at my house, it's an estrogen. It's like overload
dude.
sometimes because it's his wife and his 2 daughters. So it's like I'd always make fun, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's just me and my boy and Courtney and the dog. You know what I mean? Like, we, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, now it's like all of a sudden my heart. Hey, I told her, I said, look, gal, if you ever want to know what it's like to have a man wrapped around your finger, then just reach out and hold my hand at any time, and you'll know. Because it just melted me to like, it was like, oh my God, I seen myself.
I'm
It's
happy
like,
with
man,
my boy,
daggone,
dude.
man.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know if I could be a good
I
father
was
to
too.
a girl. I'd be like the shotgun
I
on the
don't know if I'm
doorstep
going
kind
to
of guy.
I told her, I was like, dude, I don't know what to do.
Where are you
Like,
going?
I don't know what to,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like, but she
Yeah.
was so like,
She just
that's
needs
the
you
one
there,
thing that
you know what I mean?
It
To
made
know
me
you right
feel
now.
better because she was laid back. She was just kind of like just chill and not like the kind of person that I need. Like that just kind of just cool. Just like,
Probably
it's
pretty.
alright,
It must
man,
have been pretty intense for her. Like,
Oh, I know.
you know what I mean? To like, I'm
All
sure
her
it was for
life,
you too.
she's-
Too like just
All
even
her
that
life,
meeting.
she's wondered about her real dad and about where her real dad was, and then finally puts hand. I told her, I said, I want you to know this was as important to me as it was to you. I just didn't know about you yet.
Yeah.
I didn't know, but once I knew, it's the only, like, it was the only thing on my mind. Like, I seriously just wanted to get in my vehicle and just go to her, because but the smart thing to do is to pull the reins in and say, okay, let's call this young lady. Let's talk, and let's even see if there's any, you know what I mean? Like let's just, well, dude, once you carry on a conversation, you're like, and she's just such a sweetheart, and just so anxious to just want to have a dad in her life and just have that, and I want it too. Like, I want it for her. I want it for me. I want it for Courtney. I want it for Guy. Because my son's so excited, bro.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. I was going to say, how did he yeah, because that's amazing.
He already sent her a friend request. While I was sitting with her yesterday at her Nana's house and visiting, he texted her friend requested her on Facebook or what, the thing, while I was sitting beside her, and she was like, "Is this your son or is this my brother?" And I pull on the dad mode. I'm like, "Let's see," and I look at it and everything, and I'm like, "I think that's him." Pull him up here. Can you swell him up a little bigger there? Because I can't see. So she's like, "Heck on, Dad," you know what I mean? So she's and she's I'm like, "Yep, that's your brother right there." Wow. So she went through his stuff and looked at it, and it was just cool. Like, man.
So did she grow up like in another county, or so she was going to a different school the whole time from your son? And
yeah,
that's crazy.
She goes to she goes to the high school, the neighboring county over, but she's only like 40 minutes from me, bro. Like, I have probably seriously, been in, like in the same area of her so many times just by proximity, just because of where she was at most of her life. And I just didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know.
This is a very common story from where I'm from too. It's like there's lots of people, like that's where the joke I think stemmed from. It's like, "You got any kids?" And the guys would be like, "No, that I know of."
Yeah.
And then 20 years later, it's like, "Hey, I'm your son," or it's like, "What?" And then like they're trying to it out, So yeah, but that's good. I'm happy it's going that way. It's going that way.
Man. Yeah, it's cool. It's gonna be. I'm kind of looking forward to the whole idea behind it, because it's just like, wow, I didn't see this coming. And most of the time, the things you don't see coming hurt. Yeah, it's like, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's usually a sting involved in it somewhere.
Like my week.
Yeah.
like my week.
Yeah, like what? But this one don't have nothing but goodness. It feels like, okay, we'll deal with whatever we got coming our way. But now the journey really begins for her and I, and I'm trying my best to figure out what because I realized, man, there's maybe things that she has been doing for her entire life that has been perfectly acceptable and cool, and it's not no big deal, and I don't want to be that person that starts condemning everything, but I just made it very clear to her. I said, "Now, young lady, I just want you to always know, do not mistake cool for fool."
Yeah.
I'm cool, and I want you to be honest with me, and I want you to be true blue, but I ain't nobody's fool either. I've been there and done.
If there's a trick you can pull on me, that'll be a special day.
Then we'll be good. Then if you actually get me, then it's like, okay, you got me then. All right, good one. But it's like that's the only thing I want from her. And I feel like she's got that kind of vibe to her. Like she's just like, okay. Okay.
Well,
the way she answered, like, okay, I understand. Like, I can do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like that. It just.
You said she's 16. You said, right?
Yeah, she's getting ready to turn 17. So June 20th.
But what a better time to have a good role model in your life.
I'm so happy.
You know what I mean? Because those were the. Well, I mean,
she's gonna have the best birthday ever in her little life. It's just set in stone now, and I can't believe it, man. But anyway, sorry about that. I get ranting on that.
No, don't apologize. That's excellent. That's a guide. I'll say it, man. I wish more of those situations were handled that way, because a lot of times, in my own experience, they're not, like, you know what I mean? Not. Like there was a reason, blah blah blah, that they did whatever, and then like to hear a story like this with yes, I want to be in your life.
The outstanding. I'm just so glad that even though there was issues between her mother and I that we couldn't work out, I'm just so glad she didn't trash me and like talk that and say untrue things that I then have to try to work past with Chloe. I don't have to do that.
No.
She said to me, she's like, "My mom has always told me ever since she told me about you, that you were wonderful and that you were great. My Nana just loves you and just always was like, you just go find him. You know
Cool.
what I mean? This is
Well.
your dad. Go find this man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you wanna find him, and I was just so thankful in my heart to God that those people thought had enough God in them, enough good in them. Let's call it enough good in them
Yeah.
to not down me to my daughter, even though she didn't really. She wouldn't have known no better either way. She wouldn't, like if they.
Mhm.
But they could have just as easily just downed me and made it to where she didn't even want to reach out to me.
Of
Like,
course.
I ain't finding
Yeah.
him. I don't want that dude in my life.
Yeah.
And they didn't do me that way. And I just, man, it felt so good to be able to look Miss Beth in the eye last night with my daughter standing beside me and tell her how thankful in my heart that, like, I mean, sincerely, like, Miss Beth, I thank you. You know what I mean? Like, I got this kid now right here. She's right beside me. So it was really a cool moment for me and her to show up at the door together. Like, okay, we're here. And I think Chloe was excited to take me there. Like, hey, I found him. I told you I'd find him. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
amazing.
it's like,
That's
it's cool,
amazing.
man. So it was
Yeah.
like one of those moments for me where I'm like, dude, I can't believe that I'm the dude that gets to live through this. And then I got, in my personal opinion, one of the most beautiful young ladies that you could have sitting beside you. And it's like, man, how much more could a 48-year-old man ask for than to have, an opportunity like this placed on
But look,
him at?
how was that initial moment when you realized it was like, I have a what?
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. All right, this is the way. All right, this is the way it happened. All right, I just dropped my thing, but this is the way it happened. This is how I found out. It was on Post-it note, right?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sitting out there in my yard for the first time in 25 years. Well, since wintertime anyway. Been
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
I'm out there and I'm just in the sun, man. I done peeled a layer back. I got the onion sticking out, letting it kind of sun up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just taking it in. Just being a great evening, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm like, okay, everything's cool. It's just mellow. It's almost like I could hear little violins playing in the back somewhere, and just everything was great.
Set the stage perfectly.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hear the truck come up the hill, and I could tell it was getting a little bit more gas than what it normally does. But sometimes you'll come up through there, a little bit peppier than normal. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, Courtney's home. Well, buddy, when she stepped out of the truck, I could feel. I kind of felt this. I was like, ooh,
Burning
that was
eyes.
That was a hard step. Well, no, I could feel the hardness of the step. I'm like, that step had a little bit of. That had a little bit of weight behind, but I'm thinking, well, maybe she just misplaced her foot. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that second step, it confirmed that there was definitely some altitude
Force
there.
behind this. Yeah.
And yeah, man, she come and she had her arm all reached out, like she didn't even want me close enough to like maybe breathe on. She's like reaching it out, and I swear, if it had been hard, she'd probably just been like, here. But she's
Yeah.
like, your daughter, who's 16, getting ready to turn 17, wants you to call her, and I'm like, what?
No opener to this?
Yeah, man. Because I kind of got one of them dumb looks anyway. But then you give me some news like that, it gets a hell of a lot dumber fast. And it's like, I'm like, what?
Oh my.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
my.
trying. My poor brain. I'm like, whoa.
I wonder what was going through her head. Just like,
I don't
which is-
know. I don't know. I really don't know.
So
But-
depending on what this man answers depends on if he survives the night or not.
I got my GED, and I told y'all I got big letters that give me the big ones, so I did good on it. And my math is pretty sharp. I'm like, well, I didn't even know you at the point of which that I would have known about that this kid would have been made. Like, I didn't even know this kid was in the world, so why are you mad?
Yeah.
Still
Well,
don't know. I still don't know. I don't care.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is that's a feeling you have to work past. Right now, I got a young child in this world that needs me, and I'm going to have to let you just do what you need to do and work through it. You'll be fine.
Well, I think it just takes
You
a bit of
just
time
do
to
what you gotta do.
digest. You know what I mean? She'll.
Yeah,
She'll
because
get
I'm
right.
not going to argue. I'm not going to do that.
No.
And my wife and I are close enough as a couple. She already knows. I've already made my mind up.
Yeah.
that we're not going to argue about it. I've already made my mind up. It's like I'll just wait for you to get on board, or we'll figure out something else. But either which way, I've made my mind up, and that's the way it's going to be in this one. So but I think that's the way. I think any man that finds out he's got a young person in this world that he didn't know about, you should do the same exact thing.
Yeah, I
Try
hope
your
so.
best to go be part of that person's world in some form and fashion,
Yeah.
however you can, because
Yeah.
they need you. They need you. They may not realize they do, but they need
Especially
you.
if they've had the courage to come seek you out.
Absolutely,
Like,
man.
take a minute to think about that. You know what I mean? Like, that's huge.
That's brave, man.
Very
That's
brave.
brave. So yeah, man. Shout out to you, Chloe. I just love it. But anyway, I gotta move on. Shout out to you too, Guy Anthony. You know I love you. He loves the fact he's like, dude, this is awesome, Dad. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I got an older sister. He's probably thinking, hey, she's got a driver's license. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ignorant. I ain't dumb.
Bonus. Yeah.
I ain't dumb. I ain't dumb. Be like, hey, sis, can you run me to the lake and drop me off instead of, you know what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what time it is. I ain't
know.
ignorant.
He's
That's
smart.
cool. That's
He's
cool.
smart.
Hey, yeah,
Learn from
play,
the best. Yeah.
play the game, brother. Play the
That's
game.
it. That's it.
Play the game. You know, I'm not dumb though, because he wants so badly to have that kind of a connection with someone, and
Yeah.
I know he does, because
Well,
he's
he's
been
a
an
single-
only child.
Yeah, that's a big thing, It's insane.
Almost every only child feels that way. Almost every
Yeah.
only child would like to have had a sibling to be raised with. If you were to ask them, like, yeah, I wish I'd had a brother or sister,
Yeah,
whatever,
for sure.
Because I know, even though I had a sister and she was a few years older, I mean, we played together for a year. Like, I mean, she was my, you know what I mean? Like, she was like your partner. Like, man,
Well, yeah,
on
that's
everything.
That's exactly it. Like,
Yeah.
my younger brother, so I mean, there was always the two of us, if nobody else. You know what I mean? So it was good to have somebody around all the time.
Yeah, it
For
was.
better or worse.
It was, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. For better
Yeah.
or worse, at least you
Yeah.
had somebody for worse with you, or
That's
either
right.
which way, man. But
Exactly.
shout out to everybody, guys.
Yeah.
This is Guy and Shine 10 to 1, Monday through Friday Eastern Standard Time. Had some technical issues this week. Well, Sean had a little bit of sickness to deal with this week, and then
Yeah.
I had a little bit of overwhelming news to share with everybody. It's just been an
Been a
outstanding.
week. Yeah.
But not outstanding. It's been
Outstanding.
It's
Mike.
it's been outstanding. Yeah, depending on which way you want to look at it. But shout out to you guys, man. I done missed so many comments, and I apologize. It's not on purpose. Jared Talks, I see you.
Thank
Sister
you, Mom
Beard.
Bandy. I seen your sleep. Happy to see that I'm back and feeling better. I seen your comment.
Okay.
I was just waiting
Okay.
to say thank you for that.
All right, cool. Yeah, if you see ones, then just say so, because
Yeah.
I've missed, and my mother's the only child. My dad had 6 total on the oldest. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Surviving together. I see you, Sister B. I see you. Big Jack in the house. What's up, Big Jack? Hey, I got a text yesterday
Yeah.
from, I can't remember it, man. I can't remember his name, but from Big Jack, from your son. I think it was from your son.
Nice.
And I'm gonna call him today. I was with my daughter, and you understand. He'll understand why I didn't get right back to him. Sean called me yesterday too, but I was with my daughter, and
Yeah.
it was like, hey, yo, I'm with my daughter. Like, yo,
Yep, talk to you later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm here, but I'm like, hey, man, you understood, like,
Oh no, that's what as soon as I heard you say that, so
yeah,
like,
like-
do what you gotta do. I'll talk to you later. You know what I
that's
mean?
the
Like,
only reason I answered, because it's like, all right, man, he'll get it.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
yo, I see you, see you, but I'm truly busy. like I'm,
yo,
like,
no, nothing. Yeah, exactly.
It was cool,
I'm happy that was the thing. You know
I
what I mean?
swear, I love it though, because it's because it reinsures her that I'm not unproud of you. You heard me say I'm sitting right here with my daughter. Like, I want her to know, like, I'm not trying to hide this at all. Like, to me,
No,
this is the most proud, other than my son
Yeah.
being here in this world with me and sitting beside me. This is my most proud moment, and I love that, and I want her to know that right off the rip.
As it should be. You know what I
Right
mean?
off the
as
rip.
it should be. Yep.
And like I told you this morning when we were talking about it, it's like, for a young woman, if it does, which I don't think it will. She looks just like me, guys, and she's my girl. But If she's not, I can tell you this: she earned enough respect out of this man, out of this adult man, for the effort that she went through to find me, that I will help her find the next person she wants to look for, or I will step up and be of assistance and be a friend. And she will always have this hillside to stop in and say hi to, and reach out to, and say hello to, and whatever, because she earned my respect with that effort that she put in, regardless of how the situation.
Well, because like I mean, at the end of the day, she's going on what she's probably been told. You know what I mean? What little information she has. So
yeah,
I
she
mean,
had very small information. Just
it takes a lot. It takes a lot, man. Very courageous.
Just enough to kind of know what direction maybe to, like
kind of get started.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll try. So it's just one of them deals. I just think it's a great learning lesson to share it with everybody, because I didn't live a perfect life. But I didn't do anything wrong neither. That was before my wife. That was before my life right now. That was before anything. And, I want it to be treated as a gift, because it is a gift. It's a blessing. It's a life. It's
Absolutely.
a life.
Yeah.
I don't care whose life it is. I don't care whose life, how it was made. The blessing is there's a life reaching out to us as Christian people, or as whoever, as good people, that this life is now reaching out to us in the most humble way, saying, "I'm looking for my dad, and I think you are that man." Well, then, regardless of how that test ever turns out, she earned my respect just for the fact that she had to know, like, okay, I think this, I'm gonna go with this. I feel this. I'm gonna see this through, and even went through my wife to get to me, which was, that's brave in of itself. So.
Oh wow!
I'm just super proud.
Yeah,
super
that's great. That's incredible.
Yeah, because that's how Courtney got a message from her, and then Courtney.
So she like physically brought it in, or is that what happened? Wow.
Yeah. She physically carried it in just like this and reached it out to me and said, "Your daughter wants you to call her."
Yeah.
And I'm
crazy.
like, what?
Wow. Wild. What a day. What a,
you know some of the ignorant looks I got that come naturally. They come naturally. You know that. The one with the veering eye, and the one where kind of got the lip. Well, imagine him with a little bit of accentuation added to it. You talk about speechless.
Stroke.
I was speechless. I'm like, okay.
What? Is it April Fool's Day?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm like, you ain't getting me like that. No, you ain't getting me like that. I know better. What are you talking about?
And then her look didn't change.
No.
I knew it was
No, actually,
serious.
I never seen her face again. She just kept walking. I think it was
the straight arm handoff.
Yeah.
Nothing to speak to about.
There was quite a bit of stiff arm involved in that handoff. I'm not gonna lie. If she'd have had an extend the arm button, I think she'd have used it the other day.
The grabber
But
claw.
you know what? It still comes down to that. That's her. That's something she has to work through in her own brain.
Yeah.
Because the truth of the matter is, you got to reason with yourself. You got to take reason and say, now, wait a minute. I can't really be mad at this man for something that he did way before.
Why is this bothering
I can't do
me?
that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let it affect the way that I move forward. Because if I wait on her to get over herself, then that's just taking days away from me getting to know my daughter and getting to be a part of her life. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that to myself or this young lady who has went through a lot of trouble to try to find me, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm just keeping her. I'm keeping my wife also in my thoughts and obviously in my prayers because I don't know how to approach all these things, and this is one of these surprises in life you get, and all you can do is just keep being exactly who you are when you know that you're standing on good ground. And I know right now I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm standing on good ground, and I'm going on good faith, and I'm just trying to move the way that if one of my friends come to me and said, look, man, I got a phone call from this young lady, reached out and said she thinks I'm her dad, and I don't really know. I didn't know about her. What do you think I should do? I would say, I think you need to go see this person. I think you need to go see them right now. I think you need to figure out a way or get permission or however it is, whatever it is you got to do. I think you need to go put eyes and get your head wrapped around this situation. You need to go do this. And, that's the way I feel like I'm supposed to go. So there's nothing going to change my mind. There is no crossroad There's no veering. It's going to, this is the way it's going to be in this situation. There is there's no, I don't feel no bend anywhere. I feel like, man, no, this is the way it's going to be.
It's just like, like that's it's a big all of a sudden life change, you know what I mean? So everybody's going to take it a little different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it takes a minute to adjust, but that's okay. Like, she loves you. You guys have been together a long
she'll
time.
be fine. You just got to give them the chance to get over. That's what I'm saying. You got to give them the chance to get past things, and that's what I'm doing. Is just be patient, but I'm gonna keep going the way I feel led to go, because I am a grown man.
Well,
you know what I mean. I take that very seriously. I don't say that lightly. I say that in the most honorable way. Like, I make a decision, I stand by it, and I try to make good decisions these days, so that when I have something to stand by, it's worthy of my effort. So hey, shout out to you. How do you say that? Set this. I don't know how to say your name, but shout out to you. Good vibes, my friend. Good night, sweet dreams, my friend.
Have a good night.
Same to you. See you tomorrow. Awesome. I'm sorry we missed a couple of you. We've been talking, but it's been a great. Hey, I see you, Brother William. God is good. I see you, Big Jack. Yeah, man. It is Big Jack.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's it. Like, like you never know how it's gonna get taken, right? But I'm really happy. Like, it's really happy that such a young person ended up making that decision and didn't wait, what I mean, until they're 30 or they're 35, and
I could have been getting this call 20 years from now and been like, man, it really is too late to build any kind of. It's not too late, but but
it would have been way better if, you know what I mean.
Right now, I'll be honest with you, I want it so badly, and I'll only tell this because I know she don't watch. Not right now, anyway. She don't. But I wanted so badly to ask her if I could just hold her hand, for a few minutes. And I thought, well, we'll get this paternity test done. Yeah. And then I'm going to ask her if I can I just want to hold her. I just want to hold her little hand and just kind of, just feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that connection, man.
Man.
Connection.
Because it's like, I can't wait to just confirm it and just know and just be like,
how long does it take to do one of them paternity tests?
Man, I got the box lamp. When we take a commercial, I'll get it, but I think it says I got to do the thing online, and then I got to pay the fee.
Right.
And then you mail it in. Now, it's not upholdable in court.
Okay.
But it's upholdable. It'll let you know yay or nay. And then depending upon the answer that gives us, then we'll go get the real one that will uphold in court, legally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's long. I'll look at that when we go to.
Yeah, sure.
But I have a quick shout out that I wanted to personally do for a personal friend of the show, Guy and Shine, who has always just been a kind of a part of our little YouTube journey, and she was gracious enough to come on and offer us her time at first as one of our first guests, Miss Boogie Time.
Yes, sir.
And then she was gracious enough to come on not only as Miss Boogie Time this last time, but as Shayla Martin, and a certified book writer. So I wanted to give her a special shout out, because it kind of ties in with everything that's been going on in my life in this past week.
Yeah, man.
And I've always just been glad to see a young lady trying to follow her path, but trying to live true, or trying to find her true way. What feels good for her, and being steadfast in that journey. And I like that.
Doing it and sticking to it, doing it and sticking to it. Because she's been, excellent.
And, so when I got off with us the other day, I decided that I was going to purchase her Psalms,
look at that,
right?
man.
So
nice.
I purchased her Psalms, and I didn't know about my daughter when I asked Courtney to order this for me. So I had Courtney order two because my mom wanted one. And I gifted that to Mom when I got them in, and I promised Miss Miss Boogie Time that from now on I would read each one of her books so that I would always know I've read one more than she's wrote.
There you go.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
a
I
guarantee.
do.
So
Yeah.
I started reading this book, and then I realized that within the contents of this book pretty much lies everything that I would love for my daughter to have within her, and would I just think it's a wonderful gift from my new daughter that come into my life. So shout out to the way that things work. Shout out to
Very
Miss
cool.
Boogie Time.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout
to
out,
her
Boogie.
Psalms. I'm gonna finish reading it, and then I'm gonna give it to my daughter, and hopefully she'll read it or just enjoy it as a gift and read it as she wants to. But the deeper meaning is that I once again, it was seen coming. It was seen coming, and we didn't see it coming, but it was seen coming.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that wild?
shout out to just allowing things to work in your life as the way that they need to, and just going on good spirit and good vibes, and just moving forward, because that's what it's all about. Just keep
Yes,
moving
sir.
forward. And so shout out to you, Miss Boogie Time. This is my promotion for you. I encourage you guys to go get you a copy of Miss Boogie Time. Not only do I think it's a worthy individual to support and get behind, but I also think that it's a worthy writing, and I think that it's worthy of sharing with your people, or a gift for someone, or someone that enjoys to read, and things like that. So, shout out to you, Miss Boogie Time. And
Yes.
shout out to you for being a friend of the show, and I'm kind of proud to be able to give this to my daughter, and be able to say that I know Miss Boogie Time. I know her a little bit.
That is
You know
very
what I
cool.
mean?
Yeah, it is
So
cool.
it's like,
Yeah.
just shout out to you, Miss Boogie Time. I got your book, and I got my mama one, and I'm gonna give this one to my new daughter, Chloe. So shout out to you. Good
Yeah.
job, and I'm gonna finish reading it. I'm not a speed reader, so
Take your
it takes
time.
me a minute, but it's
your
it's an
time.
easy read. The way that it's written so far, the things that I've been able to read a couple pages, it's a nice read. It's not like a super challenging, like a hard read. So
Right.
I just wanted to shout her out. But
No, that's
there you go.
awesome. Very,
Her
very well
songs.
done.
So thank you, Miss Boogie Time, for being a part
Yep.
of everything here with us, and we push you up, and we're proud of you here. So thank you. Shout out to Miss Boogie Time and D.
Mm-hmm.
William, Brother Desi. I see. I was just over to hang out with you for a little while this morning, Desi. Before I was getting started, I come over and watched through you cooking up some stuff, looking good.
Mac was asking, yes, there is hockey this weekend, and I think that was one I remembered. Yes, there is hockey this weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
And the weekend after that.
Hey, thank you, 10X. Thank you, William. Thank you, Surviving Together. We appreciate all of you, Miss B. Let's see here. Let's go over here and see what me. Oh, you know what? Shout out to Gas and Guitar Covers. We
Yes,
got.
sir.
Man, I always forget that dude's.
Oh man,
Man,
James, isn't it James?
No,
I always think it's
say it.
James
Don't even
Price,
say
and
it.
it's
No,
wrong.
it's not. No, it's not.
Floyd
I
Peterson,
can't never remember. Oh, crap.
Jack Frankenstein. No, I don't know. Price?
I don't
Did I
know.
say that already?
I don't know. I ain't
don't
even
know.
gonna say nothing.
All right.
I
No.
ain't saying nothing because I
Moving
know I'm
along.
wrong. I know I'm
Oh,
wrong.
there it is. Amish, or is it Amish?
Johnny Amish.
There you go.
Johnny Amish. Thank
Is that
you.
the fellow who wears the black hat?
I have no idea who it is,
Okay.
but shout out to you, Johnny
Shout
Amish.
out Johnny Amish.
Yeah, man. I'd say he sounds like a big old boy with a name like that. You know what I mean?
If it's the guy I'm thinking of, he is a pretty tall dude. Wears like a black suit and a black hat.
Yeah, like my friend Johnny Amish is who I'm talking about. Like, he probably is a big old boy too. No kidding. With a
doubt.
name like that, you probably are a big old boy. Tough too. You know what I mean? But anyway, shout out to you, man. Good song, and just appreciate Gaston sharing his cover of your song, and that's awesome, man. So shout out to you, Gaston. We appreciate you here at Guy and Shine.
Yes,
We
sir.
appreciate all of you here. This is Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. creating change right here in front of your eyes. Good vibes to everybody.
Good vibes.
Yeah, man. I think this one here is yeah. It says three minutes, man. So see you.
303. All
See
right,
you in
yeah.
3. Yeah.
Is it wasted now? Your thoughts unwind somehow across the shadowed lands to a place forever stands. There's no time to get old when you're dancing down an empty road. Got both feet pointed straight at the night, underneath those burning clouds of twilight. Believe wherever you go, there'll be enough music to feed your soul. And even though I know you're not coming back, I'll say I'll see you again. Have we wasted here the silence of our fears, frozen morning light on the day we learned to fight? There's no time to get old when you're dancing down this empty road. Got both feet pointed straight at the night, underneath those burning clouds of twilight. Believe wherever you go, there'll be enough music to feed your soul. Even though I know you're not coming back, I'll say I'll see you again. No time to get old when you're dancing down an empty road. Got both feet pointed straight at the night, underneath those burning clouds of twilight. Believe wherever you go, there'll be enough music to feed your soul. Even though I know you're not coming back, I'll say I'll see you again. I'll see you again.
All right. Shout out to you, Gaston Guitar Covers. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody in house. Appreciate y'all being here. This is Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Good vibes.
Get ready to groove to the rhythm of excitement as We Be Jammin' Live takes you on a thrilling musical adventure. With a spin of the wheel, our talented musicians spin into action, bringing you an unforgettable experience of music, energy, and entertainment. From classic hits to modern tunes, our talented artists will have you singing along and dancing to the beat. So, sit back, relax, and let the music take you on a wild ride. Do you have what it takes to be one of the 5 to be on the next We Be Jammin' Live?
This song's called Pills, and I guess it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. All right. These pills have made me sick. These pills made me forget who I was supposed to be. I don't remember seeing this in the itinerary. Living in the darkness only. It can be created when you're lonely. These pills, these pills have made me evil. These pills made me kill all that once was good. These pills made me dependent, and I don't know how to live. Living in the darkness, one only you can build. Forget about the empires. A curse is all you've built. Well, I don't blame you for nothing. one who ultimately got to choose. Living in a darkness only you could ever create or navigate through. The road to hell is hard and lonely, but honestly, you've always known me by design. These pills are stolen everything, and I thought I had the upper hand. Turns out it's not the way this works.
Indeed.
But I can tell you how much it will eventually
Tell me if you can hear me.
hurt.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
How much eventually it will hurt
Yeah.
when they don't work no more. How much this hurts.
Nice, man. That sounded sick. Well, we got something else we figured out. Nice.
That's pretty cool though to be able
That's
to do
very
that. I was
cool.
wondering if it, I thought it would be. I was like, well, wait a minute, if we can talk while that's going,
Yeah, should be
then,
able to
man,
play.
you know, it stands to reason you could, you know.
Very
yeah.
cool.
Anyway, that was cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That makes it pretty cool though. to be able to,
That
like, you know.
does, because a lot of times we're sitting in the background doing stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, we can just do it up here. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, man, I mean, like, yeah, why won't I? Yeah, I could just, yeah, like if I thought I had it right anyway, you know, like,
Yeah.
hey, I think
Yeah.
that's
That
where it
sounded
won't
good.
be.
I like that. Like, nice.
That's just, man, you was just in C,
Yeah.
and I was just using the C major. That's just C major scale. That's all that is. That's
Nice.
all that was C
Yeah.
major scale.
That's all that was.
That's all it is, though.
It's just
I
a
mean,
little ditty. Yeah. it's-
you know,
yeah,
I mean that.
yeah,
I know what you
yeah,
mean by
yeah,
that, because
yeah.
I say the same bull crap. That's like okay, whatever. That's all it was.
Yeah.
But
sure.
honestly, that's all. I guess in theory,
Yeah,
it was
I get
the
it.
C major
I
scale.
have no idea what you mean, but I understand it.
You know.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I do. Hey, it does because
Yeah.
you can know what I'm talking about, but still not really know exactly
No.
exactly where to go with it on that instrument. But that's all. Like in all reality, that's just that one favorite pattern of mine. That once I figure out where you're at with that one, then it's like, oh,
Gotcha.
anything you want to do in there,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like I know exactly where.
Well,
you're
I always
like,
liked that about songwriting because, like, for me, like, I did lead for a while, but I was always primarily like make the songs and write the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
So I was fortunate. Like, you're the third guy I've met in like all my time of playing where it's like you can just bounce something down and it's like, okay, he's gonna get this in about 10 seconds flat. And it's awesome. So I really appreciate it. It's good, man.
Yeah, dude, I love doing that kind. That to me is more fun these days. I used to love to sing and just be doing that kind of stuff, but these days I just soon be left alone, sitting in the back, and just let me jam out, let me do whatever. You know,
Yeah.
you go ahead and sing. Anybody who wants to sing, go ahead and sing, and I'll sit back here and jam because I've had my belly full of that. I don't mind to sing sometimes, but what I mean is I love playing too. I love to just sit and play and just let somebody else do. You can have all of it you want if you want it. Like I know it's work.
cool.
After about 5 songs, it starts to get to be like, woo, it's kind of like a job up here, ain't it? It's hot. golly, it does get
Somebody
hot
turn them
too.
lights down. Oh yeah,
Hey,
it does.
it does. Honest to
Yeah,
God, it does.
yeah.
It gets
Oh, it
hot.
gets
It's
very
like,
hot.
God Almighty, man.
Turn the house
And
lights down.
yeah, you're about 6 beers into a
15
heavy
pounds
24.
later
Yeah,
after a
dude,
set.
like,
Like, oh
woo,
man.
woo.
Yeah, Big Jack, I seen you said you sent me an email. I'll check that as soon as I get off here. And the Shinedown thing, Mac. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that. I was actually listening to some of their music the other day. My son really likes them, so it's something I'm sure I can do. So
Yeah,
be cool.
yeah. Hey, big shout out to you, Big Jack. Appreciate you,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate you. Gen X, see you in the house, brother. Gen X, John O Genius. We see you, Miss Tracer. Thank you. And I'll be honest with you, I see Miss Tracy's comment right here, and I can honestly say, Miss Tracy, that I may claim just a small touch of natural talent when it comes to singing, because I've done it since I was just a little kid and nobody really taught me anything. But the guitar has been a worked talent. It's not been a natural, like, just came to me easy. It just did not. I worked at it. Like, I had to dig in deep and like stay with it for years now. Like, it did, but it did not. Like, I was not like, I had friends, and I know you did too, Sean, that it seemed like they'd be like, I think I'm gonna learn to play a guitar, and 2 weeks later they're like, hey dude, check this out, and you're like, yo, what?
I started
What?
playing guitar at 8 years old. Okay, get this.
Yeah.
My brother picks it up at 21. I go away
Right.
for a work contract for 6 months. I come back and I hear this like,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I'm like,
indeed. Like, come on, man.
who's
Come
at the
on,
house?
man.
And I go
Like,
downstairs
I
like,
know. I had
golden
buddies that done
boy.
the same thing. It was like and like singing and playing at the same time.
yeah,
Hey, yo, that didn't come easy for me. That was
Yeah.
not natural for me. I had to work at it until it finally made sense. Okay, when to change chords, when to identify tones, and all this kind. Because it wasn't something that just was like, oh, okay, I do this. Because I had people would show me some of like my cousin from down here. He's an awesome musician. Wouldn't never look at him and tell it. Looked like he couldn't tap his fingers in time, but man, he could jam. But hey, he said one time he said, you learn to play the Wildwood Flower, you can play anything. Well, my hip, I'm like, oh, okay. So I learned to play the Wildwood Flower.
yeah.
That's all I knew how to play was Wildwood Flower. I didn't know how to play anything else. And I'm like, hey man, you lied. You said that if I learned how to play
I
Wildwood
know how
Flower,
to play everything.
now I play everything. There's still a lot more songs I'd like to know how to play. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I didn't mean it literally.
Like, yeah, like people didn't understand. Like, dude, I'm starting from scratch here.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
starting way up above where I need to start. You need to start back here at the bottom for me, because, like some of like and skip it. I tell you what, that was another thing that hurt me, Sean. Was I skipped. I went straight into I want to learn to play a couple chords and sing, and I didn't try to learn no scales. I didn't try to learn no real meaning behind what I was doing. So therefore, a lot of things I did, habits that I created, were bad habits, because they were not only technically wrong, but truthfully they sounded wrong too. They were close, but not truly. That's
Well,
not
I
really
think
what
I
it's
think a
supposed
lot
to
of
be.
self-taught guitarists or any kind of musician, I think that's a natural part of it, because I know, like, I learned from players like in the Bay Area, from where I grew up, and like, I mean, there'd be like 15 people sitting around playing, and they'd all be playing a C but a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I could associate the sound, and I was watching their fingers, and then when you get in like to the jam rooms and studios with like different bands, they'd be like, okay, so we're gonna be in an F pentatonic starting on a blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, okay, and then start and go, right? Because I knew where to go with like my hands, but I didn't
Didn't
like,
know where
and
to
I
go
still
with it.
can't. Like, if you say that, it's just like my brain don't go. Okay, it's just like start playing and let's go.
The
But,
only way that I'm able to like sit down and play with you and do anything just right out the gate is only because if once I can identify, once I hear you hit the second chord, then I know whether I need to kind of lean heavy on the minor or major side,
right,
and then I can start trying to look for my avenue to work through on a run side of it. But that's the first thing I do, is I just kind of listen, and I want to hear that second chord, because your songs in general, I'm talking specifically your songs for the most part, want to lean heavy on that heavy minor
yeah,
side. So you'll start in a major and then bump into a minor. So what I try to do is I just know that, okay, if you start here, then I know,
You
okay.
figured it out. Now everyone will know my tricks.
Well, well, it's not hard. It's not
They
hard.
were until you broke them down like that.
Yeah, it's
In
not
my
hard.
mind.
It's not hard. Yeah, because if you even on
Yeah.
songs that you're covering, you do the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do the same thing
All the time.
So
yeah.
it'll be so it's like I mean and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying I know as a guitarist
Mm-hmm.
that if you're gonna play me a song that when I identify that second chord, that's probably gonna it's probably gonna lean heavy into that minor sound, and if it doesn't, then that's fine too. Then I just know, okay, then everything's then okay, it's in play. But
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
minor, in that world that you like to dance in,
Yeah.
you only get a couple chances within it to really run up that major sound without it bringing a different tone to what you're really trying to get from it. It'll maybe blend okay because the key is okay, but
Mm-hmm.
really the sound you're going for is that darker, kind of heavier on the minor sound side. Maybe not dark ain't the way to describe it, but more of the more
It is the
lonesome side
saddest of the
sound,
scales.
you know?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And like having that like accenting between and like, you know what I mean? Like knowing like that timing on, okay, so here, you know, he's chugging along at this pace and, you know, his change is coming and that, you know what I mean? And then like blending it.
Yep.
It takes skill, man. That's what
Well, this
what I
is the
mean.
one thing that I got from doing any kind of geek out stuff, as
Yeah.
far as and what I call geek out is like, okay, proper hand position, all this stuff, scale work.
Yeah.
The one thing that I did get from that as a lead, I'm not a lead guitarist, as a man that can play along with you, what I did get from that is that if I can find that note under a specific finger, then I know that any tone, any chord tone I need is going to be within that reach of my fingers. I don't have to go far.
No.
So just understanding that little principle that the notes are just the repeated patterns all the way down this
All the
thing,
way down.
infinity.
Yep.
Once you understand that and can wrap your brain around it, for me, I say, but I mean, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Once that wraps around, it's like, okay, well now I see that, like, okay, if I want to play C, well, you know, the D shape's up here in that C position.
I like that sound on your guitar. Like I can't hit those like nice clean. Yeah. Like yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
You know how many hours I spent though trying to get that vibrato. That's harder to do than what people.
Yeah, it is.
think.
That's like I got these like things to work with, so I'm always usually getting this finger pinky in the wrong place. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and like
and if
that-
you don't,
That feel that you get underneath your fingers, like that like to get that little bit of a, you know, that
yeah.
that there's a shake that you can get, and it's weird, but it works. Like it, but it was hard. Like it didn't come, like it wasn't something that you did.
No,
It didn't do it.
no.
You gotta
it's
get
gotta
it.
have that float to it. You know.
Yeah.
Right
But
there.
like
yeah.
it's really no genius work on my side. It's truly I just took enough time to learn all my chord shapes, and then now I can just kind of see those chord shapes in there, and then I kind of know a couple nice patterns to work in, kind of weave in and out of those different chord shapes. You know what I'm saying? So when you play something in C, then I'll start trying to identify everywhere where I know for sure that there's a root chord of C, because on any string now, if I know where the root chord, if I know the note, then I know the shape that I need to be in and what will work out of it. Now, whether I always hit it right don't always matter, because you might not on the fly, but you know it's there. So
Yeah.
that's a big step.
Yeah.
Just for me, because not knowing it was there kept me hemmed up. Like I could not find stuff. It didn't come natural for me. I had to just start back at like, okay, let's learn this like truly. Like, okay, this is this shape. This is why. This is where that these notes are found within this shape. And then once I got it, like, okay, man, there ain't really that many shapes. It just repeats a lot. So it's
That's
like,
it.
okay, it's not so bad. Like, okay, like
Yeah.
there's a lot, but it's not too bad.
And if
but
you're
it is-
unsure, like if you run that box, it's pretty safe. You know what I mean? Like you can run the box down with it, like the extra notes, and be like, okay, we're gonna be all right here, and maybe
Yeah.
I'll take it up. Oh, no, not too much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I seen Gen X says he plays his harmonicas to chase squirrels away. He doesn't practice at all. That's funny that you say that because I wanted to get back on the harp and just learning my patterns again. But yeah, it's tricky, man. Harmonica and playing is there's a bit of a trick to it. And I don't. You probably be able to teach me more about that because I asked the guy at the store. It's like I want to write a song like this, and at least show it to him. What kind of harmonica do I need? And he's like, yeah. There you go. I think it sounds
Wild
better.
Flower.
It sounds better every time you play that guitar.
Well, now this time I didn't even move, so I kind of left the microphone where I usually talk with it at, and the guitar is as you can see, quite a bit lower
Yeah.
than what it would normally. Let's see me move. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
but it's quite a bit lower.
Nice.
Yeah, it is a hard song though. Actually, it it's a challenging song. It's I don't even know it really the way it's supposed to. I mean, everybody does it. I think a little bit different anyway for the most part. But anyway, yeah. Hey, I just want. I don't
That's
know.
awesome.
I like being able to sit here and hold my guitar. Yeah, having this microphone like this is so awesome because even if I don't play my guitar, it's just more comfortable. Honestly, it's like it gives my arms somewhere to sit, and it's like gives my fingers something to fiddle with while we're bull crapping back and forth.
Well,
what I
your
mean?
whole setup, like you got more space now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
Like,
I got
plus it
room
looks-
for activities.
Yeah,
and
lots of activities.
We can do
So-
karate and stuff.
Can we make bunk beds?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Dale,
can
is that a
build
power
forts.
tool?
We
No.
can build forts. Yeah, we can build forts. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
blood
we can-
everywhere.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
do projects and stuff. Build stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Step Brothers.
Yeah. That's so fun.
Dale, did you play my drum set? No. What have you been doing all day? Watching Cops. It's runs with the stairs.
I tell you what, I have never put chords to one song that I would like to put chords to, and I thought that would be a fun experience for everybody to maybe witness is try to put chords to a song you ain't never put chords to.
What do you
know
mean,
what I
like write a song on the fly?
Well, I have a song that I wrote a long time ago. I actually wrote it in prison, but I never was skilled enough to play the guitar well enough to sing it. And I just kind of thought about it a couple days ago and was like, that's a pretty good song. I ain't done that in a long time as far as tried to sing it because I can sing it a cappella without no instrument, but I've never tried to put the chords
Actual
to it.
chords.
It's been a long time too since I've even like I say, I just thought of it the other day. I think I was with Miss Mac and I was thinking of some first songs, and it was one of my first real, I guess, song that I could actually sing. That was thought through all the way through, kind of done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool when you start digging in like that and thinking about like long time ago
Oh,
stuff. Or
man.
it feels like a long time ago stuff.
It was a half a lifetime ago. You know
But
what
it
I
goes
mean?
like, I'll sing you a little piece of it because you might hear something in it that maybe sparks an interest in you too. Because it's an old one, dude. Like I said, I don't even know any chords to it. But it goes just the first little bit. I tip my hat to the bottle. Well, he's the best friend I have. He's always around. He never lets me down, and he's always on time. Well, there's been many conversations between this bottle and me. It helps me pass the time when you're on my mind,
and leads me to believe whiskey and memory ain't very good company. You can't have one without the other. They're heart to heart like brother. It's a hard hand to beat. Yeah, I mean that's one of them that I
I
ain't
can
never
hear
put.
it. I can hear it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't never put chords to it though.
I can
Ever.
hear it. Especially if you draw it out a little bit, like on your.
Yeah,
when you
I was
do
just
your
kind of
change.
speeding through it, but
Yeah.
you know, it's a little bit slower song.
Yeah, like no.
It's like I tip
Yeah.
I tip I tip
What's the E? To my. I think it might be better in the.
I tip my hat to the bottle. He's the best friend I have.
Yeah.
He's always around. He never lets me down. He's always on.
Boom,
Let
boom,
me
boom,
see, let
boom,
me-
boom, boom, boom. Boom,
Listen.
boom, boom, boom.
I tip my hat to the bottle. He's the best friend. Nah, it ain't it. It ain't it. I'll have to search
B?
for it. I'll do it.
Is it a B? That's horribly out of tune.
Yeah.
Horribly
Yeah.
out of tune. But I could hear like that kind of like chugging, like or like
Oh, you need to kill your noise cancellation because it's breaking in.
I gotta tune this thing first. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
mute
do.
myself.
Yeah, go ahead. I might order. Might be. Yeah. Hey. Here it is. I hear you, girl. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all being here. This is God Shine 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday. It's a fun day, and it's been an outstanding week, and just full of blessings and just full of greatness in life itself. I hope everybody has had some outstanding things, and just great week, and just glad for the weekend, and glad I can recognize the blessings these days. Always tune your instrument. Yeah, here it is. I don't know why. Old Martini, she's finicky. Once you get her in tune, she's right. Just takes a second. Oh man, yeah, it sounds good. I hear you. I gotta kill the noise cancellation thing on here. That's what I forgot.
Okay, got her. I wasn't even in the ballpark. It was miles out. What are the words to it again? What are the words to the song?
I tip my hat to the bottle. I'm not really singing it, I guess, the way I would want to. I don't know. That might be what I don't know what my problem is. I just don't feel like I'm getting it right. That's why I've never put chords to it. That's why I've never put... I tip my hat to the bottle. That don't feel like E for me. I tip my hat to the bottle. It don't feel like E for me.
It feels like slower G to me. It's like I tip my hat to the bottle. But you sing.
Hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Yep. Go ahead.
Tip my. See? I tip my hat to. I tip my hat to. That's it. I tip my hat to the bottle. He's the best friend I had. He's always around. Never lets me down. He's always on time. Well, there's been many conversations between this bottle and me. It helps me pass the time. You're on my mind. Leads me to believe. Now whiskey and memory ain't very good company. Can't have one without the other. One without the other, there's no use to bother. It's a hard hand to be. You're breaking. You got your noise cancellation off, or is it my headphone?
I do. I totally forgot. That was my bad.
Now time has painted its picture so clearly in my mind. Yes, I'm still in love. Yes, I'm still in love with these memories I have. Now take me back to the good times we shared. All we had now is gone. Your memory cuts deep. Even when I'm asleep, this pain lingers on. Now whiskey and memory ain't very good company. You can't have one. Oh man, I missed it. You can't have one without the other. There's no use to bother. It's a hard hand to be. That's pretty fun.
You did it, man.
That's a C though. It's definitely a C.
Yeah.
I'll have to mess with that one. I'd
Yeah.
never put no chords to
Because
that
I can see
before.
when you go like the
That's
part
pretty
where it's
cool.
like.
That's what it is though.
I was messing with that chorus because it's like, how's the chorus go? It's like. start doing this, we'll be on here for 4 hours.
Yep.
I like that, dude. That's really cool. Oh, what's he doing? What you got there?
I seen Brother William saying there, try capoing on the second fret. What, still stay in C? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, take it up higher. I think is what he's getting. Yeah,
Is that what you're?
I guess what he's throwing now.
Because that'd be. Up on shady Charlotte Street, where the green lights red. 'Cause I was back home on the farm when eating my fat bread. Every time I put it on the capo on second fret, I start thinking about Church Street Blues by old Tony Rice. Hey, he can jam though.
Those are fast.
I don't know.
Too fast.
It's crazy though. It's a good one though.
Yeah,
I can
that's
play it a
cool.
little bit. I can't really play it, but
I like the capo though, man. I've been working with the capo a lot more lately. Like,
have you?
Yeah.
When I think of capo, I'm usually just thinking of like, okay, I want to play in the G shape or the C shape.
Yeah.
If it's in D or so, if it's like that, I will capo to a D sometimes. I do for like Take Me Back Across Johnson's Branch, just for the licks that you need out of it to
Right.
get the sound that you want.
Yeah.
But you know, like to sit and play with you, if I'm just gonna like put a little bit of something to it, I might not even capo. I might just
No.
play whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I was amazed the first time I realized you didn't both have to be capoed to play the
Yeah,
same thing.
me
I was
too.
like,
Me
I don't
too.
need to have that on there.
I
I'm
know.
like, what?
I know. Blew my mind. I'm like, what?
What
No,
I need
man.
it for then? He's like,
Oh
"'Cause
man,
you're
I
singing."
said we're gonna capo on 5.
This
5.
man, he must be deaf from 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're going on 5, man. We're not playing up here. We're playing down here.
You clip on the thing, on
Yeah.
the other thing.
No wonder nobody asked me to come play anymore. I don't know.
I can say it louder. Maybe if I repeat myself. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got going on for the weekend, if anything?
Man, I'll be honest with you. You know, I'm gonna spend time with my daughter.
Yes, sir.
You know, I want her to come and meet my mom and dad, and you know, that's what I'm gonna do. I want her to be part of my world, so I'm gonna bring her to my world.
Nice.
And you know, yeah, that's kind of what my intentions are. Whatever. I guess is the real answer. Whatever
Yeah.
she would like to do, and just hang out and just meet everybody and just get used to everything. She said she wanted to stay tonight with us, so it's like, you know, what better way to get to know somebody than just have them come on up and just dive right on the family then. Just like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Find you a spot, get you a drink, sit down, shut up, and don't get in my way when I'm watching something on TV.
Don't get in the way.
Now
of my
we know the
stories.
rules. Now we know the rules. Don't be upset when something comes flying, okay? We've spoke on this. Good talk. Now go lay down and get out of here.
I'm so confused. What does he want me to do? Stop, talk, lay down?
I can't wait, man.
Yeah, man, that's cool. That's very cool. How does it finally get nice down there? Like permanent nice, or do you
It's
still
no.
get?
We just had snow last night.
Oh man. Yeah,
But I mean, it's supposed to warm back up quick though. But it was just 70 the day before that.
no way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What do you want to play, man?
I don't know. What do you want to play?
Oh, you know what? We could play your Dun, 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 dun. What's that one? That you do that you like? Hey, the one I messed with it the other day. It's like
Sublime. Man, this is Sublime. Early in the morning, rising to the streets. Light me up that cigarette and I'll strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money's all gone. I've got a Dalmatian, I can still get high. I can play this guitar like a motherfucking ride.
Here we go. Here we go.
Life is too short, so love the one you got, cause you might get run over or you might get shot. Never start no static, I just get it off my chest. Or after battle with my bulletproof vest. Take a small example, take a tit from me. Take up all your money, give it all to charity. Love is what I got and it's within my reach. And this sublime styles I'm straight from Long Beach. Loving is what I got. Said remember that, I said loving is what I've got. Said remember that, I don't cry when my dog runs away. Don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. Don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. It's the bottle and goes right to the right. Fucking fighting,
it's all the same.
Living with the dog's the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me. Oh yeah, baby. Loving is what I got. Said remember that. I said loving is what I got. Said remember that. I said loving is what I got. Said remember that. I said loving is what I got.
Yeah. Said remember that. What I've got. Yeah, dude. I missed that change in it, but I just haven't done it enough.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I just miss
Well,
it
you got
before.
that bend down perfect. Yeah, dude. See, that's cool. That up top run, I like that.
Is it right there? Right there.
Yeah.
Right there's where you play your D bar chord,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
that. Right behind it, you
Ah, that's how he does the other part. Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Nice.
But
And
yeah,
it's
that's the
only
easy
early
way
yet.
to. That's the easy way to find that little run is like right behind where that.
The D's, yeah.
Instead of hitting the major scale, you know, like the major scale right there. Well, then you're hitting the minor scale. You're right there.
Gotcha.
But it's in D.
Cool.
And all these are in play too.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Yeah, yeah. All the ones above it and below it are. Doesn't it just feel good?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Isn't that
You
sweet?
get that slap on it.
That's my go-to pattern pretty much.
Oh,
Sean,
sick.
so what I try to do is work off of I'll take and find my home base on my A string. Of course, I can do it now off of any one, but yeah, like for visually in a quick pattern, like I just know like off of that, if I start with my ring finger on there and work through my scale, and we'll kind of be in minor, the minor part. If I start with my pointer finger and work through my scale, and we'll be in major, and then I kind of just know where
See,
everything else lands.
that makes sense in my head now because I'm like, because I know where that starts and I know,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, man. That's
Cool.
how I envision each
Yeah.
time that you're playing or anybody, not just you, but if
Yeah.
we're playing together and you're asking me to just kind of just play along and try to just do something with you, then that's the one that that's the scale that I go for. I don't go for the whole, you know,
Yeah. 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 Like that. Yeah.
yeah, like that. I'm not. I mean, it's important, I guess, to know it, but that's not where it's at.
No.
That's not where you find the flavor you're looking for.
No.
That's not where the flavor.
I remember
found.
forever, like my buddy, that was the first scale he taught me, and I'm like, how do I work?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what everybody learned. That's cool though.
Well, it's the one I work.
It just
most.
makes it so linear.
Yep.
You only have linear movement.
Well-
where if you teach it for example, you
Yeah.
can do. You can teach like this, or you could teach it. You know what I'm saying? So you're
Yeah.
same tones. Or if
Yeah.
you want to do major, well, it's same exact scale. You're just
Well, like your buddy that told you if you learn that song, you'll be able to play anything. It was
Right.
like my buddy showed me that scale. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm like, Paco, you got to show me something. I got to level up
Right,
here. It's
right.
good. And he's like, you learn this and you learn how to play any song in the world. He's like, lesson over, walks away. I'm like, I got most of that, I think. But yeah.
well, and that's just them things that you mess around with and you find. For me, I just tried to find me a couple patterns that made sense in my brain, and then that I try to apply it. And now it holds me back, I'm sure, but I'm not no prodigy on this thing. I sit and work at it, so it's like, I take what I can get when I can get it, and then there's some things that I can almost do that I don't even try to do right now, because like I'll bring that out when I got it down and I can really when I can nail it, then I'll do it.
Yep.
And then I got certain things that I already know, like no matter what, if you handed me my guitar blind and said, find this and find something to jam over this, then eventually I'd find where he's at and I'd be able to find a pattern and be able to work something out of it. It may not be the star of the show kind of stuff, but I mean, I could
work
find
it,
something
yeah.
that made sense. You know what I mean? That's like, okay.
Yeah,
But
and then that's sometimes too is like less is more. You know what I mean?
yeah, it
It's
is.
like, fine,
It is.
just
And
so-
you're getting a bad habit playing alone of overplaying.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
overplay because you're playing alone. You're the only sound, so it's like you get so used
You
to.
can do. Yeah.
You're trying to hit, like.
And then you're like. It's
Yeah,
like, I can't
yeah.
keep up with you.
And it's like you don't need all that.
No.
You don't need all that.
Take that out. Keep it smooth, baby. Keep it smooth.
Good.
There you go. Oh, my voice isn't good enough for that one right now.
That's fun. Hey, that's
I like
hilarious.
doing
though,
that
man.
one. You gotta go low. At least
Hey.
I do. Yeah.
Coming up on 12:30, I'm gonna play a song out.
Yeah, already? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna play us a song out, and then we'll come back up. I'm gonna stretch my legs and get me a drink, and then shout out everybody. I'm sorry, guys. I see y'all. We got all tied up. I see you, Amelia. I see you, Jono. I see you, William Rose. Above it all, I see you there. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Miss Luciana. I see you. Shout out to you, Miss Luciana. Amelia loves Ariel. I appreciate you. All of you guys. Hi, Mom Missy. Thank you, guys. John
Yes, thank
Genius.
you.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate all y'all being here. I don't
yeah.
have to read back through. Y'all know if you want me to shout you again out, then stick it in there, and I'll do it again when we come back from. What song would you like me to play of yours? I haven't done Silly Girl yet.
Sure.
And I haven't done, well, what's the other one that I just did? I did the other one. I did another one of yours, but I don't remember now what's exactly, but it doesn't matter. Sure. Yeah, I do. It's this one. It was this one, The Common Folk. That's the one I did.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
This is Shine, Silly Girl. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate y'all being here. This is Guy and Shine, 10 to 1, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Happy Friday to everybody.
Yes, happy Friday.
Good vibes.
Goodbye.
That's for you, sweetie. All right. Where did you come from, silly girl? I know I just met you, but I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. My favorite song was playing, and you were shaking your hips with little invitation. We were locking lips, and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, I can't even find a pen so I could see you again. You gave me your poison, and I breathed you in. And just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. And as the band was winding down, I couldn't seem to find you in the crowd of faces. Then out of nowhere, you appear without one question. Yeah, we disappeared, and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, can't even find the words to tell you how much you blew my mind. Gave me your poison, and I breathed it in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. The end. It's just the beginning. Well, you know I won't forget you, no matter how hard I try. I can't even find a pen so I could see you again. Gave me your poison, and I breathed you in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear. Yeah. The end. The end. The end. True story. I hope you're still out there.
All right, man. Shout out to you, Sean. Good song, good job. Shout out to everybody here, man. Got a packed house. I just wanted to take this moment again to just kind of shout Miss Boogie Time out. I got your book, Miss Boogie Time. I assured you that I was going to get us one. I got me two. Didn't know exactly why I was ordering two, because at the time I didn't know that I had a daughter. But shout out by chance, I ordered two and I gifted one to my mom. And I didn't know exactly what I was going to do with the second one. I just was going to ensure that I had one that I could read, because I promised you that I was always going to have one book ahead of you. From now on, I've read one more book than you've wrote, and I just feel good about that. But anyway, I got your book. I've started reading it. I haven't read all of it because I just got it, and I just found my daughter too. Actually, my daughter found me, and we didn't know we had each other till not too long ago. So, yeah, I think I'm going to use your book as a little special gift to her from her dad, that I think would be a great role model and just an outstanding book to have. And I just would be kind of proud to say that I kind of know Miss Shayla Martin in a little bit of a way. And I'd give her this book because I push you up and I think you do good. I'm proud of you. So thank you. Appreciate you. And I can't wait to finish reading it. And I already give my mom hers.
Nice.
So shout out to you, Miss Boogie Time.
Yeah, shout out, Boogie.
Yeah, shout out to you, Miss Boogie Time. Shout out to everybody here. I appreciate all of you. Me and Shine always do.
Yes, we do.
Been an outstanding week, Brother Shine. Outstanding week. Not for you. Well, actually, getting over is outstanding.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, like getting over a sickness is outstanding.
And on that, if you are feeling off for a little while, like I'm stubborn as a mule, so I won't, go to the doctor right when I should. But as I'm getting older, I've learned that that's something that needs to be encompassed, and make sure you're getting decent care at least, because this was a situation that just kind of went from bad to worse. And, we think you can ride it out, and then you get to a point where you're very weak. So I recommend not putting yourself in that position. Can't always get to a doctor and stuff like that, but take care of yourselves, eat right, make sure you're staying plenty hydrated and all that good stuff. Get in the sun. It's been a long winter.
Yeah.
So
get out there and get you some of that good sunshine.
Free vitamin D. Yeah, get it.
Indeed. I can. Yeah, because there's something about that makes you feel like instantly just
so much better.
Oh, you can just feel like I said the other night, man, or the other evening, I'm waiting on Courtney to get in, and I'm soaking in the sun and just thinking like how good it feels. Like, oh God, that just feel, like, oh man, that's all I was thinking about. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
That changed pretty quick. That changed fairly.
I would say it like
fairly
dry.
That was one of those like
hard rights.
What?
Oh man, as I said before. I'm happy for you, bro.
Could you have played me a song or something first or something? I mean,
a little bit of a warm up,
touch of a hug, maybe a high five and a hell yeah or something before we get into all the details. I mean, I don't know, but something,
She revs you right up. It gets you super jacked up. You're like, you got a 16-year-old daughter.
And when you've been with somebody long enough, you can tell when they're reaching out mad. It wasn't like a nice reach. It was like
straight arm.
Yeah. Like I felt it like one of those like video games where the dude does a move. He doesn't really touch you, but it it hits you. That's kind of that was basically, if you wanted a mental picture of exactly how it happened.
That's it.
then that would be exactly the way that happened, except something this, I'm telling you, women are ninjas. I put a video out and it should be
seen it.
viral because every man should watch it and know it and learn it.
That's a
Because I'm
fact.
telling
Yeah.
you, they are
Yeah.
ninjas. This almost became a throwing star. Thank God I
That's
have
like-
lightning quick reflexes.
You see,
Or
your,
I
wi-
could have been,
so your wife is like Gambit from the X-Men, where
I
she
could have
throws
been in-
playing cards and could take somebody out
Yes.
like a mile away.
yes, I could have been paper cut to death with one.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I have cat-like reflexes, or I could have been a dead man today. So shout out to cat-like reflexes,
Oh, there you go.
speed, and
Speed.
agility, and
9 lives. Hopefully.
9 lives, man.
I don't know.
And
how many I got left.
apparently, I'm fairly good at making other lives. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like,
I wonder how many more you'll get this
ah,
time.
shit! Shut up! Shut up! None.
Did you see
none.
that movie where the guy had like 1,000 kids? Because he
Yeah,
was
there,
like,
no, there ain't 1,000. No, there definitely no, there's not. No, there is not. No, there is not. Nope.
Oh, I just
Nope,
thought
I
something.
don't have no email contact at all.
Guys,
ever.
it's a bad time to tell you may be my father.
Yeah, it's a very bad time. I'm still dealing with
We'll
with
talk
some
about it
information.
later. I can wait.
Yeah. You might have got to this well long after it was dry, bud. like,
Oh,
hey
man.
man, hey,
What
you
a
know,
blessing. Yeah.
woo. But nah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
but I got started thinking, like, man, you know, I was talking to my son, and I told him, I said, you know, think about this from Dad's standpoint. Now, a young lady, she would have a hard time, you know, pulling off the fact that oh, I didn't know that I had this kid.
Yep.
But a young man, you can get out there and mess around and accidentally have a child that you don't know nothing about. And that I hate that. And it's just, I don't like that. I know it happens, but if you find out that you have, then go do something about it.
Yeah.
Just go. I mean, even if they don't want you in, just go and let them know you tried.
Show up,
That, to me,
try,
just try. And if they, and, you know, then like if Chloe didn't want me in her life, if I'd have went down there and been like, you know, yo, I don't want, I'd have respected that and been like, well, look, I just wanted you to know that I showed up.
Mhm.
I'm here.
But
I didn't know.
I
until-
do. I must say, I do like the idea of the bandy bunch. As Gen
Yeah.
X has
Yeah.
coined the term.
Yeah. You know, and she's so, dude, this is
Yeah.
this is the crazy part. Like, she's so serious about it. Like, cause she's never had a dad, like someone that she felt like that's her dad.
Yeah.
And the person that she thought was her dad's been dead since she was, you know, alive.
Oh wow.
So, you know, it's like for her, I can just only imagine what her little brain and her little heart and spirit are going through at this moment. Or just the whole idea of like, because I tried to just let her know, like, honey, you don't understand that. You just opened up a whole world of love. It's been loving you for your entire life. We just didn't know where you were, didn't know that you was here yet. But we've been loving you. We didn't know you yet, but we've been here. And I can't wait to like make her part of that little crew, part of, man, like, and she wants to change her, like, if, you know, our results and stuff come back as the way there's, you know, going to.
Yeah.
Then it's properly change your name that way, that because right now she has the last name of a man that, you know, wasn't.
Fraternity tests will always make me think of. Do you remember the Maury Povich show?
Oh yeah, and
Lit-
you are
lit-
not the father.
Father.
Yeah, or
told
you
you.
are the
I
father.
told
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh man.
He made a career
know.
out of paternity tests.
Oh man, dude. I wouldn't even show up. I ain't gonna lie. If I got some kind of invite like that, I'm like, no,
way, dude.
I ain't coming on there and letting y'all embarrass me. No, man. No, I know I did something foul if I'm getting invited there. No. No.
How did you
No.
think this was gonna go?
No, we're
How
not
did
doing
you
that.
think this was gonna
No.
go?
Yeah, like, no. They're not inviting you on to
ever
give you
heard of
any
this
type of
show?
award. You're
No.
not getting no kind of award.
It's
Like,
not a game show. Well, it's kind of
I
a
know.
game show. I mean,
with your life, you're going to look like an idiot. I can promise you. You're going to look like an idiot. So I'd be like, nope, I ain't coming. No, man, I ain't coming. I ain't
yeah.
giving you free comedy and money. I know.
what if we pay you $500?
Okay.
When's
I'm
the
coming.
show?
I'd be like, yeah, what time did you tell me you want me there? Hey, they got one of them breakfast there deals at the motel. You're gonna put me on?
Yeah, one of them continental breakfasts.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not talking about just cereal. I want a little bread
I want the one with the soft cookies
and the bacon.
and the bacon. But hey, I tell you what, man, no doubt, dude. It's like, man, dang, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on that show. No, I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad that's not. Well, I can promise you that ain't gonna happen.
Today, Guy Bandy from Southwest Virginia.
Yeah. Like, oh man, dang, man. Man.
good old
It's
stuff.
not good. Not good. Not good.
I regret my decisions.
Yeah, dang. Actually, it's like that's why I was so surprised because there's only a couple people that could have had like that was just so out of the blue for me. Like I knew exactly. I was like, well, I knew exactly who it had to be with like immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't have to ask because it's
Yeah.
like, well, I know exactly who it would be with if there was any chance of anything like that. So that narrowed my choices down fairly quick.
Yep.
Like, like I didn't have to ask all that because it's like, well, I kind of, at that age, like there's only one person. I can go right back in time. And I know exactly that where that would have been, where that baby would have come from. So it's like,
Yeah. So dots are connected, right?
yeah,
So,
and even us Southern fellas know how the birds and the bees work. So I kind of figured out that, long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
what are these birds and bees you speak of?
yeah, the birth date was right and everything. I'm like, well, that daggone, you're narrowed down an awful lot of things. I could say no. You're like taking them right away from me. Like, oh yeah, that's true. That's about the right time. Like
I just gotta go get some milk.
Oh, you have a long nose too? Oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, your eyes are a little rounded and you have some fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, great. Oh, you're small. Okay, great. You know what I mean? It's like, then you send me a picture of it and it's like, I see me. I'm like, oh, God, man. Yeah, okay.
There you go.
No argument for me, bro. Like, okay.
No,
you win. Like, okay. Yes, I'm a beautiful woman. You know what I mean? Like,
picture me with long hair.
yeah. It's nice to see what I would look like as a female, like, okay. Yeah, like I did good. Like, hey, nice shout out. Yeah. Yeah.
I had a buddy who had a sister like that. They were both like real red hair, right? Like fire engine red hair. And all his buddies would be like, oh yeah, your sister's super cute and stuff. He's like, she looks just like me, except she has long hair. And they did like side by side. You could just like take one face and put it on the other one. That was a running joke, but yeah, no, that's wild, man. What a week!
It's funny, man.
What a week!
It is. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, yeah.
Woo.
to creating change, brother.
Creating change. Let me get my. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep.
Shout out to No Choice but to create change. I'm afraid I wasn't like sent a memo or anything. Well, yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were. You was right.
It was
there.
in the form of a throwing star, but I did get a memo.
Yeah. Well,
thankfully.
It could have went way worse.
Oh, yeah.
It could have went way worse.
Now I could see that, I could see like some upsettage if it was like from a 5-year-old, but like this from a long time ago, like
yeah.
We gotta just carry it, So that's the way it is. But that's fantastic, brand new family. Yeah, man, thank you. Aunt Chris sent us red dish that says Bandy Punch. Yeah, it does. Yeah, aptly named. Yeah, with the red dish. That's funny. Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. We appreciate all y'all being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, watched The Little Mermaid again, Amelia. Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny how that came up earlier this week. There you go.
Yeah. And
Under the sea. Dun,
yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Well, I can't wait to just like sit and watch some movies with her. You know what I mean? Like all the things that you would have done all the time that they were growing up and everything. Like you get to try to do some of that, try to do a little bit of that in some way. Just sit back, watch some movies, and eat a bunch of stuff maybe we're not supposed to, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Well,
That's
I mean,
what.
16, like, you guys could do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It seems
man.
like a good age. I mean, I don't know.
Go hang out and everything. You know what I mean? Talk
Oh,
and everything.
yeah,
I love it, man.
absolutely.
It's perfect age for me because I
Yeah.
didn't do good with the baby age.
Mm-mm.
I was a better dad once my kid
Yeah.
hit 3, 2, old enough
Yeah.
to be able to talk good to me and
Points
like,
and stuff.
point
And,
and
okay,
like
cool.
walk with me and
Yeah,
like, that
yeah.
kind of stuff. Of course, everybody, you love them and everything, but for me, it just wasn't that fun sitting there and hold like, man, what's wrong with you? I wish you could just tell me why you're crying, you know what I mean? Or tell me what's wrong,
I seen this video. You know the show The Simpsons, right? The TV show, the cartoon
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So like there was an episode back in the day where a guy invented where the baby would cry and the machine would say,
Yeah.
"I want or change my diaper." I seen this thing. I don't know if it's don't take this for fact, but like I seen this thing of like inventions coming out, and one of them is this machine. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like they actually got something right now. I think it's a joke. I gotta do more research, but that would be pretty wild if they figured something like that out. Who knows? Technology.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Sister B in the house writing a song in here. It's the story of a man named Bandy who was busy with one boy of his own. You got one more, bro. Let's see, wait a minute. Then his wife handed him a post-it note. You got one more, bro. That's funny.
There you go.
Shout out to you. I can get down with that. That's
Yeah.
all right for me.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I have to drop it. Yeah, we're getting ready to close her down for the afternoon too. Gen X, shout out to everybody
have a
here
good
in the
weekend.
house. Sister B, Amelia, I appreciate you so much, young lady. Thank you for being here. Gen X Effect, Sister B, all of you. I see you. I'm getting scrolled. Melissa, Mom and Missy, thank you. Miss Patty, thank you. Luciana, thank you. We see all of you. We appreciate each and every
appreciate
one
you
of
guys.
you. Cooking time, I see you there now. I see you. Missed you earlier. Sorry about that, Brother William. Shout out to each and every one of you guys surviving together. Miss Amina, I seen you stop in. What the Quack's in the house? Missed What the Quack. Hey, What the Quack. Sorry about that, man. Or woman, sorry. You know what I'm saying. But sorry about that. I didn't mean to miss you. But good Friday to everybody. I hope everybody had an outstanding week. This is Guy and Shine 10 to 1 Monday through Friday Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate everybody. Always good vibes. So
Absolutely.
we will see you.
Have
See
a
you
good, safe
Monday,
weekend, guys. Yep.
10 to 1. Yeah, have a good, safe weekend, y'all. Sean, I'll see you here in a minute, man.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, see y'all. Have a good week. I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back. Start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back
a nice old pace. The kind word guy like me when to race. Slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind word guy like me when to race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes only to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.